Hi friends, in the last session we had talked about polynomial division and I had said that there are two methods to perform polynomial division. One is long division method and the second one is synthetic division. Now I had explained you the long division method in detail in the earlier video with few examples. In this video we will talk about synthetic division in detail with few examples. Okay, now when to choose the synthetic division method over the long division method? So, there is a special case where the divisor of the given division, the divisor polynomial should be linear. So, according to the definition of the linear polynomial, the polynomial which has degree 1 is known as a linear polynomial. So, degree should be 1. That is, it should be in the form of ax plus b. Okay, where the coefficient of the leading term, in this case the coefficient of the leading term is a should be 1. Okay, so the divisor should be a linear polynomial with leading coefficient as 1, or the same thing I can represent in other words, like the divisor should be a binomial. By binomial it means the polynomial should have only two terms of the form x minus k. So these two are actually the same thing, but just we have represented in other words. Okay, so now let me give you few examples. Suppose the divisor is x plus 1. In this case, instead of going for long division, you should choose synthetic division. Now, why you should choose and what are the benefits of synthetic division over long division, that we will see ahead later on. Okay, so here if you see x plus 1, if suppose it is the divisor, x plus 1 is a linear polynomial and the leading coefficient is 1. In other words, I can say that x plus 1 is a binomial where the value of k is equal to minus 1. Because I said binomial which is represented in the form of x minus k. So, here the polynomial is x plus 1. So, the value of k is minus 1. Other examples are suppose x minus 3. Here if you see k is equal to 3. So, if such linear polynomials are given as a divisor, then you should go for synthetic division. Now, this is just a special case, that if you go for synthetic division, in such cases it will be easy to perform the division, but these are not criteria that if and only if this criteria is fulfilled you can go for synthetic division. No, your divisor can be any polynomial. If it is a linear polynomial also, the leading coefficient can be any other number except 1. Even then you can go for synthetic division, but the complexity increases. Okay, so in that case you can choose either long division or synthetic division, but in this particular case if you choose synthetic division it will be very easy to do. Okay, so in order to perform synthetic division there are two steps that we should first check before going ahead with the synthetic division, and these two steps are same as the long division method. The first step is, for any given polynomial it should be in its standard form. So if it is not in the standard form, we have to rearrange it in the standard form. Standard form means the exponents of the variable should be arranged in the descending order, that is from highest exponent to the lowest one. And step 2, if at all there are any missing terms, you should include those missing terms. Include those missing terms with coefficients as 0. So if the polynomial p of x, which is the dividend, okay, if it contains any missing terms, include those missing terms in the polynomial and write down the coefficients as 0. Okay, so these are the first two steps that you need to perform before going for the division process. Now I have taken an example, x square minus 3x minus 10 by x plus 2. So the dividend here is x square minus 3x minus 10. So just check these first two steps. Whether it is in the standard form? Yes, it is in the standard form. Are there any missing terms? No. 2, 1 and the constant. There are no missing terms here. Okay. So before going to synthetic division, let me tell you how can we solve this using long division method, and then we will compare the two for better understanding. Now I had already explained the long division method, so I won't explain in detail. I'll just solve it. X square minus 3x minus 10. X plus 2 is the divisor. So x square by x will be your x. And x into x plus 2 will become x square plus 2x. Now subtract it. X square and x square get cancelled. Minus 3x minus 2x will be minus 5x minus 10. So minus 5x divided by x will give you minus 5. And minus 5 into x plus 2 will give you minus 5 minus 10. So if you just reverse the sign, you will get 0. So how I have performed the long division method, you can check my earlier video on that. So what is the result that you got here? Coefficient is x minus 5 and remainder is 0. Okay. Now the same division I'll perform using synthetic division. So first draw two lines like this. Okay. And in this part you will write down the value of k. If you see here, x plus 2. Okay. It is a binomial in the form of x minus k. So the value of k is minus 2. So you write down minus 2 here. Okay. Now the top row. In the top row you will write down the coefficients of the dividend as it is in the same order. So the dividend here is x square minus 3x minus 10. So the coefficients are 1, minus 3 and minus 10. So the coefficients are 1, minus 3 and minus 10. Okay. After this arrangement is done, we will start with the synthetic division. The first step is 1 is the leading coefficient, right? 1 is the leading coefficient of the dividend polynomial. Bring it down as it is to this row. 1. After you bring the leading coefficient down, multiply it with the value of k. So minus 2 into 1 will be minus 2. And write it down in the next column below minus 3. So minus 2 into 1 will be minus 2. Okay. Then you have to just add these two numbers and write down the result below here in this third row. So minus 3 minus 2 will be minus 5. Now repeat the steps. Again multiply minus 5 with the value of k. So minus 5 into minus 2 will be plus 10. Now so write it down in the next column below minus 10 and just add these two numbers. So minus 10 and plus 10 will be 0. Okay. So here the synthetic division gets completed. So if you see, the last number of the third row will always be your remainder. So this number is your remainder. Okay. So the remainder is 0. The next number to the left of the remainder will be the term which has degree 0. So term which has degree 0, that means minus 5 will be your constant. So minus 5 will be written as it is minus 5. Okay. And the next number to minus 5 will have the degree 1. Okay. So it will be written as x raised to 1 and the coefficient of x will be 1. That is 1x minus 5. In other words, it is just x minus 5. So I'll just repeat this how I come to x minus 5. The last number of this third row will be your remainder. The number next to it will have degree 0. The number next to it will have degree 1. That is, if you go from right to left, the degree keeps on increases. 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay, whatever the numbers here. Here you have only two numbers, minus 5 and 1. And these are coefficients. Okay, so minus 5 has the degree 0. So minus 5 is actually a constant here. 1 has a degree 1. Okay, so the variable part will be x and 1 is the coefficient. So it will be 1x. So you can write down this polynomial as x minus 5. So x minus 5 is the quotient and remainder is 0. So this is what you got here. X minus 5 as the quotient and remainder as 0. So in both the case, long division as well as synthetic division, you got the same answers. But what is the difference that you see in both the methods? First, it is easy to use. Synthetic division method is easy to use. It is quick and occupies less space. it's less complex also, because if you see here, you have to use the variables part also. Variable part also comes under, you have to include the variable parts also, but here if you see, only the coefficients are included. So it is easier to deal with coefficients rather than having the variables also. Okay, and here if you see, subtraction is used, and here just addition of two numbers is used, and always addition is easier than subtraction. Okay, moreover it occupies less space. Okay, now as I said, here the divisor was a binomial. You can use the divisor, any polynomial as a divisor, and the leading coefficients also need not be 1. Okay, need not be a linear polynomial. The divisor can be quadratic also, cubic also, and you can still go for synthetic division. But there if you see, the complexity will increase. Okay, so you better choose the synthetic division method when the divisor is a linear polynomial with leading coefficient as 1. Okay, I have taken another simple example here, x cube minus 1 upon x minus 1. The divisor here is x minus 1. Okay, so the value of k here is 1. Okay, so we'll start with the synthetic division process. So write down the value of k here, 1. Now the given polynomial, the dividend is x cube minus 1. Is it in the standard form? Yes, it is in the standard form. But are there any missing terms? Yes, there are some missing terms. So you have to include those missing terms with coefficients as 0. So just rewrite it down. X cube plus 0x square plus 0x and then minus 1. Okay, so we have just rewritten the dividend polynomial with missing terms also. Now write down the coefficients as it is in the top row. So the coefficients are 1, 0, 0, minus 1. 1, 0, 0, minus 1. Okay, so the next step is just bring down the leading coefficient as it is. So 1 will be here in the first row, third row. Okay, so now multiply 1 with 1, the answer is 1. Now add these two numbers, you will again get a 1. Now again multiply 1 with 1, the answer is 1. Write it down in the next column. Again add these two numbers, you will get 1. Again multiply the value of k, 1 with this number 1, you will get 1. Add this 2, you will get 0. Okay, so this last number is your remainder. So remainder is 0. Now 1 will have a degree 0, so that is it will be a constant. Bring it down. The next number 1 will have degree 1, so the variable part will be x. The coefficient is 1, you need not mention. The next number to the left is 1 and it will have a degree 2, so it will be, the variable will be x square and the coefficient is 1, you need not mention. So the signs are plus and plus because it is plus 1 and plus 1. So the quotient here is x square plus x plus 1 and the remainder is 0. So x cube minus 1 can be expressed as x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1 and the remainder is 0. You can cross verify it using the long division method and you will see that you will get the same answers. Okay, so synthetic division, if you see, is much easier to use in the log division method when the divisor is a linear polynomial. Okay, I hope this method is clear. You can use few more examples and check whether synthetic division gives the same answer as long division. Okay, thank you. We'll meet with next topic in the next session.